Hi guys, so I'm back. I'm wearing the same shirt because I just filmed my foundation routine. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. So I'm going to zoom in, and I record on my phone, so bear with me here. So zoomed in, I did tweeze like these little random hairs just before I started filming. Just to clean it up so it's easier. I did put my foundation on. I go right over my brows with that. There's a fly in the window. So let's get it going. So I just take this little Sony Kashuk little angle brush, and it was chunkier, but I kind of like trimmed it off so it's a little thinner because I like it to be like super thin so I can get it really precise. And then the product I'm going to use today is the NYX Tame & Frame Brow Pomade. Yeah, tinted brow pomade. And I have 2 chocolate. Usually I don't do my brows this dark, but since I've been using this product, I really like it. And my mirror's like off to the side here, so if I keep looking over there, that's why. I'll try to keep it in frame for you guys. So I just kind of wiggle my brush back and forth, coating it both sides, and then I'll kind of take it and scrape it along the edges so that the brush is like super, that was my dog, super thin. And then I always start on this brow, it don't really matter. And I'll take, I just use this for the spoolie. It's just like a old Ulta brow pencil. Hello. So I'll just spoolie through my brows. And I just put them like up and out pretty much. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go straight in here. I'm going to try to do this in frame. I start right here in the very beginning of my brow. On the bottom. I always start on the bottom. I like to do that. So I'm just making a line. Straight line all the way up to my arch. That was the dog again. And down where my tail is. And then I'll grab some more product. Just a little bit. And I'll go on the top of my brow. And I don't start all the way in here. I start about here. I have hair on my brows obviously, but right about in here I feel like it gets really thin and they kind of just do their own thing. So I don't go all the way in right now. I start about here. So again, straight line. Hey, I'm trying to film here. Could you zip it? Thanks. So again, about right here. I kind of just do like short little strokes. And I follow my natural brow shape. I try to anyways. And then I'll just connect that with the little tail part that I have down here. Got a little arc outside the line. So that's pretty much my like outline. I'll get a little bit more. When I get product, I don't put too much on. I kind of just like swirl it around and scrape it off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in. Fill in my arch, the tail. I'll fill it in through here. And then I bring the product kind of between like this front line and this here. Kind of go like in the middle. And then with whatever is left on the brush, I'll kind of just slowly and very lightly kind of just taper it in, just very lightly, like you can barely see that line there. And that's pretty much it for one brow. I'll take my spoolie, take it on the bottom line here, and I kind of just like rub it back and forth, pull it up, blend this all in. Blend these all together. Make sure everything is nice and straight and symmetrical. And then sometimes I get it like outside of my brow here, so I'll either just like wipe it off or take the edge of my beauty blender and kind of just go over it like that. And if it is too dark up here, which sometimes I get a little crazy, I'll just kind of do that in the front. And then just go back over it with a brush and then spoolie it. Is that a technical term, spoolie? I just spoolie it. Why not? We'll use it. So that's pretty much my brows. And I always try to keep these hairs up, and I always trim them so that they don't go past, like, I have one little one here that needs to be trimmed, but I try to keep it so they don't go past like my natural brow shape, otherwise they get like crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow. I do the same thing, and my brows aren't exactly even, they're a little bit differently shaped, but I do the same thing. And this eyebrow never turns out as well, I feel like. More product on here. Scrape it off. I do try to clean this brush like between, might help if you guys can see, between uses, like every few times, because it is such like a thick, heavy product that it gets pretty gunky on my brush. So that's that. And then start about here. Down. Sometimes I get this one a little crazy like that, but I can clean it. And go ahead and fill it in. Till it's nice and crisp. And this side, little hairs like always stick out like this. Drives me nuts no matter what. Brow gel, no brow gel, hairspray. Nothing. Blend it in a little further up here. Okay. And we'll go ahead and spoolie. And this eyebrow, I do have like, it's not necessarily a bald spot, but like right, you can kind of see it right in here. I have like a few little hairs, so with that one, sometimes I'll take my brush and I'll just wipe it off with my washcloth, and then I'll just do like a few little strokes. And I have like no product on here, so I kind of just slightly fill it in like that. And brush it all up, make sure we're good. I don't know if you guys could have seen any of that. Okay, so that's my brows. This one was a little uppity, which I kind of like it today, so I'll go a little higher on my other brow. Let's think about this. If you want them different one day, you could totally do that. If you want them super clean, super sharp, you could do that. If you want them really natural, you can always use different products. I've never used a product like this before. I've just started using it. I've always used like pencils or powder or even just brow gel. So there's different products you can use to get different looks. I've been liking the look of this, so this one's like a little higher in there. Quite like it. So that's my brows right now, and then I'm just gonna take a little brow gel. You can use clear, color, tinted, whatever. I have the NYX in blonde, and this one I feel like is really light when you put it on, but once it dries, I feel like it dries a little darker. So that's why I like to use this one, and because I do use such a dark, well, right here, the ends are blonde, so because I use such a dark, come on thing, go back on, dark pomade, I like to use this so it can be just a little bit lighter, and this kind of will pull my hairs through, so you can see more of my hair, so it looks like a real brow. And I just take that all the way over my whole brow, and I make sure these hairs are up. I like how that looks. Same on this side. I always try to get these little hairs down. They never stay down, but I try every time. Alrighty, and that's pretty much it. That's how I do my brows. If I change it, I'll update this. If not, then I doubt I'll be doing the same thing for the rest of my life. So that's it. So I'll get on to the rest of my face, and that'll be in the next video most likely. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Alrighty, guys, see you next time. Bye.